On the evening of May 14th, 2023, a violent tornado with winds estimated at over 290 miles per hour and over 1.4 miles wide left the fictional state of Kisota in ruins and completely devastated Tenkiller, a town in the north-central part of the state. I had joined this server because my friend Foxy, I call him that, was playing Twisted, and he usually does not. So I decided I would just join him and see what the server was. And whenever I joined, it's had to spawn me in Virqua, which was actually the worst possible spot to spawn in the entire map for this tornado, since it was in the north part of the state. And right here, I checked the thermodynamics, and it shows that the server had max overperformed, which means it had exceeded forecast levels by the maximum amount, which is pretty rare, especially for this, since the original forecast was 7,100 cape, and it had overperformed to the second most amount of cape I had seen in 1.19. By checking radar, you could see actually how massive this tornado was. And you can see right here, I have taken the exit to get on Interstate 33, I think it is, so I could get up and try to get north of the tornado to intercept it, which means getting inside of the tornado in an interceptor or with a probe. And please do excuse me right here as I say it's less than a mile wide, because at the time I thought the debris ball was actually how wide it is. In this case, the tornado's funnel was over a mile wide more than what the debris ball was. So that's a really quick tip for you. And at this moment, my friend Foxy is having 223 mile per hour winds inside the funnel. And again, my friend is having over 250 mile per hour winds on his probe. And now 260. Look how big this hook is. Right now it's about 8 miles wide. Oh, and also, this green TVS tornado would grow to 1.17 miles wide. Right here is where I drive past the rain wrap, so I can now see it. Well, not for that long, because you'll see what happens. And right now, I am 1.2 miles away from the TVS icon, but in reality, I'm probably like 1,000 foot from the max wind speeds of the tornado. You may be asking, hey, Crab King, why did you pause it? Well, I have a really good reason. The reason is that I'm about to get flipped over by the winds of the tornado, that is not even on the interstate. And the Dodge Charger, which I'm using right now, gets flung at 100 miles per hour. So, yeah, that's pretty strong. And because of this moment right here, I estimated the wind speeds of the tornado to be 290. But looking back at it, it's probably like 260 to 270. I was thinking that I was 1.2 miles away from it, but I'm not. I'm like 700 foot from it. So, yeah. You see now that it has spawned me in Wadena, the second largest city in the state of Kisota. And you may think, oh, that's bad. But no, not really. Because the tornado was about to make a sharp turn to go right for Wadena. Well, just north of Wadena. I went north and then turned west, so now I am almost on a collision course with this massive mile-wide tornado. Right here, I check radar and see that the tornado has shifted, and so I go to turn around, as you see right here, but something happens, and this is what happened. Yeah. I had died from this tornado a second time because it's massive and really strong, and I had respawned in Wadena again. So I just decided to go west on the main road, and I saw this shape from the tornado, which I really like this shape. Oh my god. I am the dumbest person in Twisted's history. Well, I died again and respawned in Wadena again. So, I thought I would be in the direct path, so I decided to go north instead of west. Well, as you can see from here, it is now finally only red TVS instead of pink. At this point, I knew there was no point in going and trying to intercept it, so I just packed my bags and headed down back to Wadena, so yeah. Now the tornado is down to an orange TVS, not red, not pink, but orange. It is now yellow, apparently. I switched to the NWS job and began to survey the damage in Tenkiller, and it took me one house to know something terrible happened here. Right here you can see the 1.17 mile wide tornado lifting. I opened radar, and I saw that there was no more TVS icon. It was just rotation. So that means the tornado had lifted. It was a massive 1.44 mile wide tornado, traveled 5.7 miles, and had a wind field of 2.99 miles, or 3 miles. And that means we are finally done with this documentary, or commentary, whatever you would like to call it. We are finally done with it. And this was on the 291 mile per hour estimated 1.4 mile wide tornado. If you would like to see more of these, please comment and I might do them. But they have to be like one of my tornadoes.